We are waiting for people to get in. Please make sure you get in. Get inside our live. Yesterday I was not there. Had a little bit of work to do, which didn't allow me to be available. Today we have nice stories to talk about. So please get in. Please get in, guys. Share the live. And let's comment in the chat. As always. There is a Friday. So hello guys, welcome again to our live. Please make sure that you share and invite many more people. So today we're going to have a very nice subject, a topic. As you can see it, we're talking about how to make money without you being there. We're talking about how to make money without you being there. Thank you for the like, guys. Please make sure that you share, please. Guys, make sure that you share. Invite many more other people. You like. We are going to talk about how to make money without you being there. It's very important because people waste a lot of time while they're there and they think that the money they're making is actually enough. So the best thing to do is actually the best business people. They make money without being there. Please, guys, make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe if this is your first time. Hi, Path Gaming. Good to see you. You know, you have to make money without you being there. Today I was visiting a certain washing machine. I can say washing machine. Thank you, guys. Please make sure that you subscribe, you share, and you like. Give us some like. We're talking about how to make money without you being there. Thank you, TGY. So the thing is, if you are able to make money without being there, that is the most important thing. Thank you, guys. Please make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. You cannot actually say that you're making money while that work requires all your time, all your attention. Then you are just wasting time. The best thing is make money without being there. And that is, please make sure that you like, you share, give us some heart as well. You have to make money without you being there. I was washing my car. I went to a place where they wash cars. And when I arrived there, I didn't find any person because there was just a building there. And then what I had to do is actually just to drive in. And can you imagine that when I'm driving in, before I drive in, I have to pay. You have to pay with a card. You have to choose which kind of program you have actually to use in terms of washing your car. And then when you have chosen the program which you have to use, you pay with your card because there is nobody actually there. Nobody is actually watching you. And then when you actually pay with your card, and then the doors opens automatically, you drive in your car. And then when you drive in your car, there is machines inside actually the car, the garage there. It's a sort of a garage, a sort of a building there. And then it has these washing machines, they just wash the car and they automatically wash the car and they follow those programs which you have ordered. Please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you like. Make sure that you share with many more. Do not forget to subscribe. And what they were doing, that machine was, it's just started as, when I drive in, it tells me where to stop. It tells me when to actually drive in. And then when I drive in, it starts washing. This program start washing, and then it finishes. And when it finishes, it opens again the doors. You drive out on the other side. It was so much beautiful. And then when I was checking the car was not really. It was not the best washing I've ever had. It wasn't. It wasn't even close to. But the thing is, there's no one you can complain to. It was washing, it has done its job, and it discourages you actually to actually go and start complaining to other people, because the work is already done and they have collected your money. Who are you going to complain to? Everything is done. And that is how people make a lot of money, and they really make a ton of money. They just have to put the product. They go, I don't know, in Asia, they go, I don't know, in Europe, they go, I don't know, in America. But the thing is, the work is being done, the money has been produced, and the thing is, they have collected the money. Please make sure that you subscribe, you like, and that's how you make money without being there. I was following a certain businessman I was talking to. He comes from another part of the world, and he has actually trucks which are being driven from one place to another. That is a great business. And then the only way that he can control them is actually through the app, which is that app. It shows you exactly where each and every truck is, and then they allocate each and every truck where it is, and then they allocate the time that it's using. If the time that it has used, hello, Los Insanos, please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share, make sure that you actually invite many more people. So they kind of, on that app, he can control everywhere on the GPS. He's actually in Europe, and those trucks are on another continent. And what he's trying to do is just saying where these trucks are, what are they doing at that time, and documentation is being sent in the form of pictures. Documentation is being sent in the form of emails, and that tracks it gives every information what you need to know about the location of those trucks. What are they doing? What's the problem with those trucks on the road? Those are the very, very good information that you need actually to know in terms of businesses. So you don't need to be there. The people who are actually doing the businesses, they are there, and they're taking care of all that. And that is what I think actually is the best business. The best business to do is the business that is actually does not require your time. I can think about, for example, the Bezos, or let me think about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very rich man, but he does not have time to spend on each and every businesses that he has. What he does is just concentrate on the most important thing, and then what the quality and the result, because he wants to see the result. And that's what businesses do. They concentrate on the result. As for the time, I was working in a company of because I'm an engineer, and I do kind of draw and all that. So one day when I finished my studies and all that, so I was employed by a certain company, and what they required me is actually drawing and doing the job that I do. At the end of the time, what do they come? They come and check that work if it's really done as it should be. And if it's really done as it should be, the client is the one to appreciate. It's not my boss to appreciate, it's the client. So as long as I deliver, then my boss is satisfied, my boss earns his money, and that, what does it do? It actually makes him to be happy and to pay me. But if I do not deliver, but if there is no any deliverance, there is no any profit for the company, then my picture is bad. So that's what actually business is all about. So business is all about actually making sure that the money is made without it requiring you unnecessary time, because it takes time. Imagine it takes time. Imagine you have a logistic company, and you have trucks which you have to follow. I don't know, they go this way and that way. Let's say you have a driverless taxi or something like that. You don't have time to sit on the computer all the time and watch it. They have just to do their work, and then what you do, you just go into your business, and then when you come in the evening, maybe check where the taxes and what they're doing. If something happens, you have all the information followed up. They do not require much more of your time. But if you are going to sit there and just actually be checking every detail, everything that is happening, that is not a business. That makes you a slave. You become a slave to that thing. You become a slave to that system. So I think if you have something like that, you should just put it aside. You should look for a really true business that actually does not take your time. And that's what people should know. Things that you do should not really take your time, unnecessary time. It's very important that the business that you do does not take the unnecessary time that you have, because time is money. If that business can work on its own, if that business can go on its own, and actually you can have actually that time to do something else, and you can use that time to do everything else. You can use it on your family, because family is very important as well. Family is something that is very important. So that time is actually very necessary for you. You can use it on your family. You can use it on traveling. I don't know what you needed time for, but actually you can use that time. So it is very important actually that the business that we do is actually a business that does not take your time. If you have, I don't know, if you have some businesses that that actually, please guys, welcome. Please make sure that you share, make that you subscribe, make that you like. You have to like, guys, please, and comment down. Please give us some comment down as well. When you are actually doing businesses, I don't know what kind of businesses you guys do or what kind of things you do. Even businesses, that does not require time. Now it's actually has gone in every aspect of life. You can see, for example, industrialization. Before, men were actually on every row of the industry, but now they have created machines which actually take part in the creation of those tools. They take part in the creation of everything. And you see, those people who are actually controlling the roads and everything, making cars, today, those things are no longer there. Today, people are actually not in the car industry anymore. They are not on the line there anymore. What is there? If you see, for example, I was watching at how the Chinese car are produced, the modern Chinese car and electric cars. Those are not, you do not require actually a man to be there. What they require is just machines which make those things, and puff, you have a product. So that is something we have to think about, that the machines replace the people. In that time, when you have introduced industrialization, then your business is going well, you can use your time on something else. So that's why I've been thinking about, guys, how to make money without actually you needing people to be there. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be there when work is being done. You just have to be controlling how the result of the work is. And that is really, your time is very necessary. You can use it on other things which are very important for you. Please make sure that you comment. You tell us where you are actually watching us from. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. So that what we do, share with you. For example, I went in another country just to visit. And we booked an Airbnb. And once we booked that Airbnb, they gave us the map, the address of where that Airbnb is. They gave up the map of how you can actually have entrance. They gave you the map of where the key lies. And there is nobody to actually take you or to welcome you. All you have to do is just to follow the instructions that has been given to you. And then that's a military thing, We're going through, it was a hidden place and everything was so hidden. You had to have those information, and you have to have those codes which are they're going to send you on the email, so that you can actually detect that. So they send us this information. We had to go through these challenges and find where actually they have hidden those the keys, the code. We have to test in the code. We had actually to read, make sure that you read the email correctly, so that you know everything that is actually hidden behind these messages. And once we came there, we had children and luggages and everything we're transporting. Please make sure that you tell us where you're watching us from, and yeah, tell us about more about your experience as well. When we came at the door, I had to read the message, make sure that you watch the pictures as well, as to where they have put the keys, as to what is the code to those kind of doors, and how to apply everything. So it was just an explanation of everything that they wanted you to know. So what we did is just read. When you reach there, you start reading, and then you open the door, you enter. It took us about 15 minutes just to actually get access to the door of the house. And I think nobody was there to welcome us. The house was really it was really nice, and we entered there, we rested, we put our things, and then we got used to it. So I think that is very important. And what did they have? They had cameras outside, watching everything that is being done. They had controlling how many people were entering actually in the house, in one of those houses that was in Rome. And in another house, they had cameras outside as well, controlling. So that's a business which goes by its own. You don't have to have people there, but the business goes by its own. The business runs by itself. So that is very important. Having a business that runs itself is very, very important. You don't have to sit there and watching the business. Time is very important. Time is very essential, guys. Make sure that you like and you share. You distribute with many others this video, this live. Time is very important, guys, for everybody. So we have to make sure that our time, since it's very precious, we watch it preciously, and we create the kind of businesses that does not really require our presence. Our presence. We do not need to be there. We do not need to do things there, but we can just put the business, and then it can work on itself. For example, there is a culture in Korea. I saw some YouTubers. They were showing me a certain shop where clients can enter into that shop, and then they don't see any cashier or anyone there, and they just enter, they choose the things that they have to do, and they pay for themselves. And that system has been introduced in many Western countries now, where you can go actually to a shop, and then you can have a self-serving or self-pay system. You just scan, and then nobody's there to control you. But of course, there is somebody actually to watch if everything is all right. So if they can help you and assist you in the beginning, but nobody is there to actually make sure that what you're doing is correct. So you just pay on yourself, and then you go. Please, guys, make sure that you like and you actually share this minimum. Do not forget to subscribe. So that's what we do. It's we share these kind of ideas because they are very, very important. It's very essential, guys, to have a business that's run by itself, to have a business that sustains itself, to have a business that produces itself, because that's what the most important thing is. The most important thing is that this business should be productive. It should give me the best result. It should give me the best things that I need in this business. And if it does not, then it's not good business. If this business requires that I am there, then it's not a good business. Then I have to look for something else, because that thing is not necessary. If this business requires that I should be there watching all the time and running behind it all the time, no, I do not like that kind of business. Please make sure that you like and you subscribe, you share with many more. I don't like that kind of business. I want a business which is actually going automatically. It goes by itself. Now that's why you see these autonomous cars, cars which are driving themselves. It is because, people want to actually save that time. Imagine you're going actually to work and you just sit in the car and then you have to work in the car while you are in the car. That is really a great savior of time. You are saving a lot, enormous of time. It's really good for you. Imagine you are actually home, and then you have somebody cooking for you, or a machine cooking for you and doing the food, and then you don't have to do anything, but you have to concentrate on the most important thing. You put your time on the most important things. That is saves you a lot of time. And what a beautiful life, whereby when you have to concentrate your time not on the work that has to produce you money, but you have to maybe concentrate it more on the people that you like, people that actually you enjoy being with. And that is the most important thing, because what have you realized these days is that most of the people work from 6 to 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You don't have time for your family, you don't have time for your loved ones. And then even the money that actually you are working for is not even able to actually make you reach the next month. So you are living from month to month, which means that all the money that actually you get goes out. It goes out into other things. It's taken out. So that's the kind of life that many of us lives, because we work from month to month, from day to day. If we do not sustain that day, then we are in trouble. And that is really what I don't like. That I don't like, guys. I want something which can sustain itself, something which can work by itself, something which is producing by itself. And that really needs good ideas. It really needs good observation. What does the people that you are actually around need? What do they need? What do they want in terms of in terms of progress? You come in with new ideas, you come in with actually thought to help, because you have to detect. In business, you have to detect what is the problem in the community. If you can detect the problem in the community, then that is a great gain. But in business, if you are not able to detect the problem in the community, then you are a fake businessman. You will never succeed. You will never succeed. You should do something else. But when you see the problem, because you can see, for example, a car, it was somebody who saw the problem of transportation and the time it was taking. He came and gave that idea. For example, light, it's somebody who saw that there was a need for that. So when you see the need in the society of anything, and then you work on that to bring a solution, that is a great businessman. That is a great idea, and it will never fail. So that's how you actually work in your business, making sure that each and every step as you're walking, you see the needs of the society, and you bring, solution which can improve the life of the people. You have to improve the life of people. If you do not improve the life of the people, then that business is not a good business. Please make sure that you click, and make sure that you like, make sure that you actually share our live, make sure that you are here and you follow us. I can see comments today, a lot of comments today. I don't know where people have gone. Usually we have more people engaging. So today I have not had a lot of engagement. Please make sure that you comment. Hello, guys. Make sure that you comment and you share, because we want to have a conversation, and that's what we're doing here, having a conversation in terms of businesses that can help us succeed. And that is what we are doing here. It's not just about talking here, but really making sure that we have some. You see, I've come to realize that many of the businesses that are going now, they're only online. And most of the very successful businesses that we see, they're really online. They're producing a lot of money. I can see, for example, technological companies, all the billionaires that you see today, without internet, they will not be billionaires. Why without internet? Because internet is actually what makes the business go and running without them being there. They do not need to be there. There is no need for them to be there. It's not like in the 1960s where the boss had to go to work every day. Today, for example, people can work from home and produce much more than working in an office. Because in an office, what people do, they travel. There is that travel time. And then when you have that travel time, people also kind of tired, kind of discouraged. But when somebody can just work from home, he wakes up and then he starts working from home. Sometimes people forget that they have to go out of work because they're working from home, and they end up much more producing more. People are much more effective in the environment that they like. And that's what I think. When it comes to work, for example, please make sure that you like, make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe. So what they do, you know many companies today are encouraging people to actually work from home, because that's where they're much more productive. You have to be productive in the environment that you live. And if you're not productive, then the business cannot advance. You cannot advance as it should in actually in the business. And the bosses, the people want actually you to be much more productive. Please make sure that you like, sure that you subscribe, you like, and you share. You invite many more to our live. So we are talking about how to make a business more successful, and how to make it work when you are not actually online, when you are not there. So you see, people are actually doing everything on internet, and they don't need to be there. And what they do is just put the business up there. It takes care of its own. You have automatic messages, you have automatic everything. You order, and your order goes in the system, and they send you the thing without any requirement of anybody being in the system. So you have a one-man job, but it's all being done by a system which has been preset. And then that system, it answers email, that system sends everything out, that system gives everything. It's just an automatic system. Like, for example, in McDonald's now, they have introduced those machines, but in other restaurants, you can go and you order food, and what does it do? You order it on a machine, ta 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 ta, and then when you have ordered it, there is a certain tunnel where there, and then the food just comes in a certain tunnel, in the certain pipe, and then boom, you have the food on the table. No need of anybody being there. Maybe some waiter who has to remove the food or the plates when you have actually finished. So I think, and that spares a lot of money to the restaurant owners. That spares a lot of time as well. That spares a lot of, you cut a lot of unnecessary employments. And then you have people who are actually necessary, and then you have machines which are actually doing the job for you. And there goes a lot of benefit actually to the company owners. And that's what people should do. Create these kind of automatic things. Please make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share. Tell us where you're watching us from. So that's what you have to do. Produce businesses that actually work, by themselves. They just run by themselves. They're just automatically running. So I don't know if you are, what kind of businesses you guys do, and where are you watching us from? Make sure that you comment, and you give us where you are watching us from. So that is very important, guys. That's, excuse me, that we have businesses that run automatically by themselves. I don't want something which I have to be there to be controlling. What can I do here? No. I want something which works by itself, which goes by itself, which does everything by itself. All I have to do is just being there and actually using it. I use it to my own desire. So, and the time that I have, instead I would have spent doing that thing, I can spend it with my family, can spend it with my children if you have, I can spend it with my wife if you have one. I can spend it with those that I love close to me, because that is what, time is for. Time is necessary. I have seen people working all their lives, and then their kids are grown up. They have not really created that relationship with their kids, or that relationship with their husband or wives. You know why? Because all the time they were busy working, they were busy into this. They did not consider actually the life of those people who were actually around them. And that is really a problem, because it creates a lot of frustration in the family that, okay, dad was not there, mom was not there when we needed him, and that's really becomes bad. Why? Because dad or mom did not have time. Dad or mom, they were busy working. Dad or mom, they were busy running to and fro. And that is life actually everywhere. But if we can create really businesses, work that run by themselves, then you can use actually your time on these very important things, and things which will help your family, which will help your children, which will help your young ones. So it's all about looking for a business system that works. It's not just going randomly into something, but it's all about analyzing and saying, okay, is this something actually I love doing? Is this something that can work? Is this something which can actually produce without me being there? Or is it something that requires my time? If it requires my time, I just put it aside. I don't want something which requires my time. If it requires me to be there, I don't want it to be there. So I want something when I travel, I don't know, for example, in South Africa, in India, or in Australia, that business is just running by itself. I can control it from wherever I am through the internet and see what is it actually, what is happening. As long as I can control it wherever I am, I can lie on the beach and maybe have some sunshine as Biden, or else just guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please make sure that you can you please give me a thumb up if, or comment if you can hear me. So that's what I think people have to do. Opportunities are there, many things are there, but you have to actually read those opportunities in, and then you have to take advantage of those opportunities. Many people do not take advantages of the opportunities that are offered. You're offered, there is a lot of opportunities that comes in life, and then you have just to take advantage of them. You have to actually just jump on them and do what you have to do. So that's what must be done. So please, remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share. Do not forget, we want you to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to share. So that's what you do as a businessman: analyze, detect, and then do it. You have to analyze the situation in the environment that you are actually in, and then you detect the opportunity. Once you detect the opportunity, you can actually go, because any business is risky, but it's worth starting. And once you fail, a failure is actually learning as well. People forget that actually when you fail, you learn a lot. You learn of what happened, what was wrong, and actually you go from there to do something that works. Please make sure that you comment. You comment in the comments where you're watching us from. I can see people commenting here. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we had much more comment. So you have to detect what is it actually which is happening, and then what is in the environment. When you have detected that, then you can actually, which means you have done the analyze, and then you can launch yourself. It's very, very important that you do a project study. You analyze everything before you actually start investment. Because if you just start investment before analyzing, it's just like somebody who's actually building on a muddy soil and expecting that the building will just sit there and not be condemned, because when the government comes, it will condemn it to actually destruction. And that's what many people do. They do not take the time to analyze. You have to take the time to analyze the project. Do not go in a project without having adequate studies which can actually prove to you that this thing can work. If that thing is proven that the benefit is much more larger than actually the losses, then why not? Bam, go for it. And that's what we do. We go for it, and then you drive, and then you have business established. So guys, please make sure that you comment. I can see your comment. I haven't seen anybody commenting. um I can see that Los Insanos HH7 commented. Please make sure that you tell us where you're watching us from. Path Gaming as well. And what do you think about having a business that produces itself or that works for itself without your presence being there? That is very important, guys, to have a business that works by itself. And that's the kind of module that I want to see many of us doing. I'm not yet there. We are all getting them. But the thing is, our businesses have to work. I've seen even YouTube channel whereby in China, they were having these YouTube channels which was actually produced by AI. So, which can tell you how AI has really gone viral, how it has really gone, on top. And then they have just to write the notes, and AI has actually to read, and it's talking just like I'm talking right now. And it has the facial or the facial aspect of it. And what they do, they just they just put up videos there, and people are watching them. And the business just keeps going by itself. No one needs to be there. No one needs to actually say anything. The only thing he has to come is to check, hey, what has happened today, what will happen tomorrow, and that's all. And put on the show for tomorrow, and the things changes. So that's how business works. Basically, it's just uh, making everything very easy and simple. And then once you've made it very easy and simple, then it actually works by itself. So I can see that really. Please, guys, make sure that you like, you share, you make sure that you tell us where you're watching us from. So I see people online, but people are not commenting. I want to see you commenting. I want to see you give us some really feedback. And I want to see you like. I want to see you subscribe. I want to see you share. It's very important for us that you share, you subscribe, and you like. Do not forget to do that, because you encourage us actually to do what we are doing here, bringing new ideas that will help us actually to have a fruitful investment strategy. But that is what the goal is actually to help us to succeed in every business and every opportunity that we see out there, and to invest into it. So, guys, if you have liked, please give me some hearts, and give me some thumb up as well. I'll really appreciate that so much. I will really appreciate that so much. I'll try to actually look for people we can actually go on live together and have a discussion, on things. I think that will really be very, very nice if next time when I have a guest, that we can actually go live, and we can share these kind of ideas together, so that people can actually have a two-sided views, on things, and that kind of equilibrate, give kind of a balance, on things. So that's what we're going to do. So I would really like to appreciate you. Guys, make sure that you like, you subscribe. Really, if you have not followed us, please make sure that you follow us, you subscribe, So I really appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that has been online, that has been following us, and I thank you. So I have to round up here. It's been 40 minutes. We've been in this live, and thank you guys. Thank you guys, and have a nice one and good night.